You might have a goal to learn a new skill or get some CPE credits. And today I'm going to show you how you can access LinkedIn Learning for free and so much more. That's right, for free. Now, some of the things you can get are LinkedIn Learning, which is pretty standard to most libraries, but it is subject to the state and the library. The same goes for Udemy, Coursera. So if you're into that Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate, Coursera, and much more like Wi-Fi hotspots, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal. Now, right now for Coursera, it's in California, New York, Tennessee, Missouri, and the city of Chicago. So if you're in one of those states, you may very well have access to the full catalog of Coursera. Ready how you can do this for free. Step 1, get a library card. I know, that was crazy, but get a library card at your largest public library in your state. And then you can go city, county, and if you're a university student, this will work for you as well. You probably just need your student ID. And you can have more than one library card in your state. So I do encourage you to actually collect library cards for this very simple reason. But the first step is get a library card. And it's easy. You just go to the library's page in your state and find where it says get a library card. It's going to be different for everybody, but most likely you can fill out the form online for free and get yourself a card, but you are going to have to take that form in and actually prove that you're a resident of the state. But that is how you start to get a library card. You can also just go there and fill out the form yourself and get yourself a card. Now, step 2, set up a PIN or a password. Critical. Every library has a PIN or password. Maybe it's 4 digits, maybe it's 6, maybe it's your last name, maybe it's something you type in. It doesn't matter. Every library is going to have a way for you to connect to that card. And it's very important that you figure that out and you set it up before you leave. And I'll tell you why. Because every time you go onto these online libraries that you just got your card for, it's going to ask for that barcode, which you can look at your card and see, and then it's going to ask you for a PIN and a password. So you need to make sure that when you leave the library and you have that card in your hand, you know what your PIN and your password is for that library, and save it somewhere securely like a password manager. So once you're logged into the library, you're going to look for digital resources, e-learning, something that sounds like it's electronic or online. So when I go to the digital resources, I get this giant page that I get to scroll down. And one of those things happens to be LinkedIn Learning. And when you click on it, guess what it asks? It wants that library card and that PIN, which then I type in. And you know what you get? Hello, LinkedIn Learning. Now you notice at the top right, I have a LinkedIn account, but you notice in the top right, it says San Francisco Public Library. That's because I'm logged in with my library card and my PIN, and now I have access to this entire catalog. And yes, you get really cool training. So this was a cybersecurity class that I took, and it's the full catalog and the full training. And guess what? There's a certificate down there in the bottom. And when you click on it, you get it. But you're thinking, where's my name? Well, if you read in the comments below, LinkedIn has a commitment to privacy, actually capture your name to put it on the certificate. But you do have that cert that I took at that day, and I have 1 hour for my CPE. And you know what's even more cool? Is when I uploaded to my portal, it actually was accepted for that credit. So even though you don't see your name on the cert, it will most likely be accepted because you actually took the training. So don't worry that the certificate does not have your name on it. And some libraries, here's another one, San Francisco, when I log into that library, because I have a card, I get Udemy video courses. So wow, not only do I have LinkedIn, I also have access to Udemy through the San Francisco Public Library. And when I click on that, guess what it asks for? Same thing. It's a very weird database, but library card and my PIN or my password. And when I do that, it takes me to another screen yet that I have to sign in and create a Udemy account. No problem. I went ahead and did those steps. And now I have full access to Udemy. Again, it's through this gale.udemy.com. So I'm not going straight to Udemy. I'm going through the public library because the San Francisco Public Library offered me Udemy, whereas Contra Costa didn't. But that's why I have 2 library cards and I just collect them. because every library is going to be slightly different into what services they're going to offer. So this is even better. Here's Coursera. Wow. Coursera. That's even another huge training database. Yes. And you see, California State Library has made a deal with Coursera to offer it through their libraries. And if you go back to the beginning of the video, there are some other states that do this as well. So it isn't just California. I guess that's one benefit of living in California. But there's other things as well, other states. So if you're not in one of these states, you may actually have it through your library, but you also may not. And guess what I got through that? That's right, the exciting world of cybersecurity. Through the California State Library, through Coursera, I get full access to all 8 modules of the Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate. So I can go through every single one of these classes and collect a certificate that actually does have my name on it and approximately how many hours. So each one of those little certificates are also additional CPE credits. So if you follow me here, just through getting a public library card at your largest public library and then just collecting them from your city, your state, because they're all going to be different in what they offer. I got LinkedIn Learning, I got Udemy, I got Coursera, I get Audible books, the Wall Street Journal, and the New York Times, and there's Wi-Fi hotspots that I can check out and countless other services and sources that you can get. Now, some items may be on a wait list or full. In my case, Coursera was full in California. But every 90 days, they go through and they wipe that, whoever hasn't logged in 90 days, and they open up more spaces. I just kept clicking and checking, and now I'm in and I'm going through the whole Google Cybersecurity Certificate. So I'll pretty much be active for those 90 days. So look at the things that you get for free because you have paid your tax dollars, and you are saving in excess of $300 a month if you do any of these type of services. And of course, you also get the Libby app and you can listen to Audible books for free. So any of those public libraries that you have that you log in and through the app, you can add your library card, you're going to be able to access, that's right, digital books and Audible books. So ebooks, I guess, in an Audible format. And you can listen to that. But one thing to remember is it isn't going to normally be instant gratification, but you can put it on hold just like you would at the library. And when it's ready, you can check it out, you can download it, and you can listen. And if you don't like the book, you get to return the book. And if you really like the book and you wish you could listen over and over and over, great. You can go to Audible and buy it, put it in your account. So to recap, get a public library card. And really, it's as many places as you can. Set up a PIN and password for that card. Each library is going to have a PIN and a password. You want to make sure that you know what it is. And then you're going to go find the e-learning or the digital resources for each library and see what goodies you're going to get, because happy learning. Now, if you like this video, please like it. And if you like videos like this and you like my channel, then like it and subscribe. Thanks.